1. What inspired the concept or storyline for your new music video, and how did you bring that vision to life?
I caught a rerun on TV of these bands from the 60s playing in actual theaters. I'm sitting there thinking, hold on. In every music video today, it's lasers, LED walls, and enough smoke machines to trigger a weather warning. So seeing a theater stage again, well, that could be actually be refreshing. Yeah, refreshing. So Club Mirage would be a perfect place for that kind of throwback vibe. And I like throwback.
2. Can you share a behind-the-scenes moment from the music video shoot that was unforgettable or hilarious?
Behind the scenes, oh, please. That's basically a competitive sport of misunderstandings. Everyone's fighting and nobody knows why, and half of them think they are going to win. And then, finally, the sandwiches arrive, and there's always that one person saying, "Ooh, is this gluten-free?" Oh, like that's a real crisis of the day.
3. If you could describe your new music video in 3 words, what would they be and why?
Fun, power, nostalgia. Well, here's why. Well, a fun fact. The music video has 2 gags. First, there is a security guard who's asleep because he has to watch shows like this every day. So at that point, a nap is just a self-care. And then there's a snack bar lady who's always asleep because she never sells anything during performance. She's basically running a business where the business has decided not to show up during performance. Well, and all this sleeping is a beautiful contrast to the next point. Point number 2 is power. The music has real power. I think I love that kind of full force sound. It's basically my therapy. My blood pressure is very low. Here you are. I need rock music just to stay conscious. Well, and then point number 3 was nostalgia. Let's take this flair back when the world was a different place. For I am from Vienna, and even I like classical music. Classical music like Jimi Hendrix, Led Zeppelin. You know, that stuff that should be probably in a museum by now.
4. How did you choose the locations, visuals, or aesthetics for this video to reflect the song's vibe?
So, about location. Look, I have a personal connection to Club Mirage. I know the restroom attendant. That's my entire production network. I don't have a multi-million-dollar budget. I have a whatever is lying around budget. I'm basically a chief cook with big ideas, but only 3 ingredients: eggs, broccoli, and 1 lonely apple. My question is never, what do we need, or my vision. My question is always, what do we have and how to pretend it was intentional. In the theater, I wanted people to keep their hands down for once. Not like every concert video where people arms are in the air like they trying to get rescued by a helicopter. And I also wanted a camel at the entrance. But apparently that's not possible. And a safety hazard was simply illegal. Okay, that's details. Background images with eyes are supposed to express the theme of the song, When I See You, but without that usual cheesy stuff like my heart skips a beat, or I'm so excited. Now, I like it subtle. Eyes, just eyes. Honestly, with my budget, the fact that everything in this video makes sense at all is already a miracle.
5. What was the most challenging part of creating this music video, and how did you overcome it?
The biggest challenge was editing the video. I wanted every cut on exactly on the beat, like a perfectionist. But without budget, patience, or the emotional stability. Well, and how to overcome? Well, it's work, hours, and coffee. Mostly coffee. At some point, the caffeine was editing the video, and I was just there for moral support.
6. If a fan could step into one scene of your music video, which one should they pick and why?
If I had to give a fan some advice, I'd tell them to pick the scene with the control room with the director. That's where the coffee and the pizza are. You don't need a VIP access when you've got carbs and caffeine. Or they could choose the buffet scene during the performance, because absolutely nothing is happening there. Zero action, and that's the quietest place in the entire building. I'm perfect for sampling every snack and drink and total peace, like a gourmet ninja.
7. What's a hidden detail or Easter egg in the music video that fans should look out for?
The Easter eggs are the two gags. First, you got a security guard who's asleep because he has to watch shows like this every single day. And at that point, taking a nap isn't laziness, it's a survival strategy. And then there's a snack bar lady, also asleep, because never says anything during the performance. And another hidden detail cannot be seen because it's hidden. And that was the hole in my sock where I said, don't show that.
8. What makes your music or artistic style stand out from others in the industry?
My songs actually have melodies. Remember that? It was notes, tunes, stuff you can hum without sounding like a malfunctioning dishwasher. Remember? Well, songs that have or that are just rhythm and effects don't interest me. It's not interesting for me. If I wanted to listen to random noises, I'd stand next to a construction site and call it remix. In my lyrics, I try to be poetic, say things in a way that isn't the usual, baby, I miss you. I copy-paste from Global Heartbreak Factory. And I love hard drums and a strong bass. The kind of bass that doesn't just shake the room, it shakes your soul, maybe your dental fillings. The main thing that sets me apart from the music industry was my extremely limited budget. That's my brand. Some artists have a signature sound. I have a signature lack of funding. I'm also trying to get rid of one unique trademark, my European accent. I'm working on it. Every time I open my mouth, people say, yes, that man definitely orders his coffee with a side of cultural heritage. European.
9. If you could compare your creative process to a fictional character or superhero, who would it be and why?
I compare myself to Odysseus, a long, exhausting journey full of strange ideas that show up, wave hello, and disappear again. I'm just out there, pushed around by waves and wind, like some budget version Greek hero who forgot to check the weather. In the end, all I can do is hope the muse looks at me and says in her best Arnold Schwarzenegger voice, I'll be back. Because if muse doesn't come back, I'm stuck rowing the creative boat with a spoon.
10. What's a unique quirk or trait about you that fans might not know but sets you apart?
I see myself as a creative type. I can't do a 9-to-5 job. Creatives don't even have working hours. It's a 24/7 situation. You don't choose it, it chooses you, possibly at 3 a.m. Well, I take life pretty lightly. And honestly, I recommend that to everyone. Please, no stress. If people slowed down a bit and actually enjoyed art, the world would be a much calmer place and more peaceful, or at least slightly less shouty. Shouldn't we all be bohemians? Oh yeah, I make music and music videos. I take photos and sometimes I even draw. Though I'd never call myself a painter. Let's not insult the real painters. The only thing I haven't tried is fish farming. Let's be honest, I'm not gonna do. No. Even my creativity has limits.
11. How do you push boundaries or challenge norms in your genre to create something fresh?
Pushing boundaries is a massive challenge. I mean, sure, I want to find my own musical path, but that's so avant-garde that people start questioning their life choices after 10 seconds. The goal is music and not psychological experiment where your toenails resign in protest. And yes, breaking boundaries can be fascinating. Artists love that stuff. Yeah. But does anybody else care? Honestly, I could invent an entire new genre, revolutionize sound, then space-time with a bass line. And someone would still say, yeah, but can I make it sound a little more like this one song from my gym playlist? So here I am trying to be original, but not too original, because apparently there's a very thin line between creative genius and please turn off that stuff before my plants die.
12. What's one moment in your career that proved you're one of a kind as an artist?
I think everybody has their own sound, if only because every voice is unique. And the real sign of success is when people hear me on radio and say, oh God, not him again. That's when I know I've made it. When milk public suffering becomes brand recognition.
13. If you could collaborate with any artist, living or legendary, who would it be and what kind of song would you create together?
I would write a pop rock song because, let's be honest, that's literally the only thing I'm capable of. It's not like I have a secret talent in jazz fusion or Mongolian throat singing. I stick to what I know, and that's pop rock. It's my destiny, or at least my limitation.
14. What's the strangest place or moment where you found inspiration for a song?
Ideas always show up when I'm absolutely not ready for them. On a subway with nothing to write on. Boom, genius. At a cinema, when I'm supposed to be paying attention and not scribbling notes, suddenly my brain's like, here's a masterpiece, you're welcome. Well, when I'm at home, fully prepared, notebook open, or a pen ready, then nothing. Nothing. My creativity basically works like a cat. It only shows up when it knows it's inconvenient.
15. What's the core message or emotion you hope fans take away from your new song and video?
My core message of all songs, or nearly all, is take it easy and think positive.
16. How does this new music reflect your growth as an artist compared to your earlier work?
I can only hope I've gotten better. Better music production, better videos, better photos. At least that's the dream. But you never really stop learning. There's always some new trick, some new technology, or some new tutorial on YouTube reminding you how little you actually know. So, yes, I have improved, but I'm just glad I haven't got worse.
17. If your music could inspire one action or feeling in your fans, what would you want it to be?
The only action simply is love. Some interpret it as an emotion, and others maybe as action. It's up to each person. Or should I say laughing? I prefer the first one.
18. What personal story or experience shaped the lyrics or sound of this new track?
I saw this pretty woman. Okay, it was just a photo on her social media, but still, I saw her. My eyes worked, and something inside of me went, hello. And that counts as an emotional event in my life. And then came the real challenge. How to say this as a songwriter without using the same old cliches. Something more original than I saw this girl online and now I'm in love. Because that's not poetry. That's just the internet doing what it does best.
19. If you could dedicate this song to one person or group of people in your life, who would it be and why?
I dedicate this song to a very special group of people. The millions of pretty women in the world. And why now? Because a good-looking woman touches my heart. Or is it my brain? At this point, I'm not sure which part of me is in charge. I just know it's definitely not the logical part.
20. How do you hope this song or video changes the way fans see you or your music?
Oh, that's a tough question. I mean, I have no idea how people see me right now. If they actually take me seriously, that would already be a small victory for me. Right now, I'd celebrate even medium seriousness.
21. What's the wildest or most heartwarming fan interaction you've ever had? Tell that story.
My most heartwarming fan interaction. Easily the moment a young woman, someone I'd know for a while through social media, we chatted here and there, to suddenly asked if she could be in one of my music videos. Well, she looks great, and so I thought, well. Who am I to stand in the way of art? I keep it in mind, and possibly there will be a chance one day. And then there's the other recurring thing. Every now and then, fans, and for some mysterious cosmic reason, it's always women, message me asking when I'm finally releasing new music. Now I'm sitting there thinking, wow, they're not just listening, they're actually waiting. That's incredibly kind and mildly stressful, but mostly kind.
22. If a fan could spend a day with you, what would you do together to give them a glimpse of your world?
I prefer not to expose her to too much of my world. Poor thing deserves a pleasant day, not a front row seat in my creative chaos. I mean, imagine inviting someone over, and a highlight of the evening is me swearing at a rhyme scheme. Nobody needs that. So instead, I'd take her somewhere civilized, a nice coffee house. Maybe something with pastries, cakes, coffee and cakes in Vienna. That look like cost more than my self-esteem. And then I'd hit a few selfie hotspots, because that's the currency of modern happiness. And in the evening, we'd go to a music club. Well, a lot in Vienna. They'll definitely enjoy it more than watching me stare on a blank page like it personally offended me.
23. What's one song from your discography that you wish more fans knew about, and why is it so special to you?
there are quite a few songs that fit the bill. Take Very Special Lady, for example. That's basically a statement every man could say to his partner. It's like a musical version of a daily compliment. Kind you give in passing, preferably before she asks why you haven't given her a compliment in 3 days. It's a kind of song you can play while handling her coffee or when you need to distract from the fact that you forgot the anniversary again. It's a true multitasker, this song.
24. What's a piece of advice you'd give to a fan who dreams of becoming a musician like you?
The best advice I can give is don't do it.
25. If you could turn one of your songs into a movie, which song would it be, and what would the plot look like?
Well, I'd pick the song Watching You Leave for a film. I mean, the title alone already tells the whole story. You don't even need a script. It basically screams wrapped tissues, emotional damage, incoming. It's one of those sad stories that starts out happy. You know, sunshine, butterflies, and the whole romantic starter pack. And then suddenly, she leaves the hero, and he watches her walk away with that tragic slow motion look. Kind of look only actors and people who just dropped their ice cream can pull off. So, yeah, perfect for a love story or anything of that genre where someone inevitably ends up crying in rain for dramatic effect.